Welcome back to Display TV. I am your host, Sarah Pribis. I see some of you are late to the party. I'm talking you, Jenny girl. I see you. Whatever, better late than never. I'm so happy you're here, and you made it just in time for the trivia segment. Well, we're not playing trivia yet, but we're doing our practice questions, so that's great. So here's how this is going to work. We do have trivia coming up in about 15 minutes for $500, and we got to get you warmed up. We got to get those fingers and those brains in gear. So I'm going to ask you the very real question 8 in tonight's game. You're going to answer it, and this is for nothing. No points, no money, no nothing. You can feel better about yourself or feel worse, however you want to use it. But either way, I'm going to give you the very real answer after you attempt to answer, and then you'll be one step closer to winning tonight's game. So let's get this question up. I guess I'll call this an animal question. Maybe I'll call it an English question. Maybe a combo of the two. Which of the following animals is incorrectly matched to the name of its collective noun? Alligators, congregation; giraffes, tower; owls, judiciary. Incorrect, friends. Don't let those correct or incorrect trip you up. Which is the correct, incorrect pairing? Ooh, see, I need practice too. I'm about to host 10 questions, read a lot of questions, so I need this too. I need this as much as you do. Interesting. This might be one of the nights where you really needed this practice question, friends. Ooh, we needed the practice question tonight. This very rarely happens. I usually have all my smarty pants in the game, in the pre-show. All right. Right now, coming in 15% with the correct answer. 85% of you really, really needed this practice question. I'm so glad you're here. All right. Without further ado, I will reveal that the incorrect pairing is owls and judiciary. A collective group of owls is actually called a parliament. Yeah, who knew? Who knew? I knew, 14% of you knew. Bravo. Well, I'm so happy that I got to help some of you out tonight. If you got that one right, throw yourself a congratulations in the chat. I also want to remind you, we did a little poll last night. I asked a lot of you, what show were you most excited to check out on Display TV? And you said Conectate e Explora, which aired earlier today with Evie Siskos. It's a travel show, which I also know a lot of you just said you're very interested in travel. So if you want to check this out, after tonight's live trivia game, we're going to rerun the brand new episode from today. So check it out, hang around, see if you like the travels that Evie and her son and her husband are up to. They're a fun bunch, and they got some great stuff. So hang around, check it out. Who got that trivia question right? All right, Ren Dizzle did. Bravo. China Thug, too hot to hoot. Ooh, a palindrome. Love that. Heather definitely knew that one. That's right, Jenny. And Gummy Nuggets got the savage question. Kathy Davis got it. Bravo, bravo, everyone. Mad Cow got it. All right. I mean, a lot of you got it. I guess the people who didn't get it are remaining quiet in the chat. Friends, we got some content to show coming up, and then we got trivia kicking off in about 12 minutes. So we will be right back with all of that. Hello, and welcome to a fresh round of display trivia. Ooh, these questions are right out of the oven, and you're gonna wanna get them while they're piping hot. Nope, we don't even wait for them to cool off around here. We wanna get them while they're still smoking. And speaking of smoking, might I be the first to wish you all a very happy hump day. And not just any hump day, oh no, the very first hump day of 2022. The inaugural hump day, if you will. And yes, I will. So whatever you need to do to turn your midweek slump day into a happy hump day, well, I suggest you get that out now. If you showed up to tonight's game and you're looking to get it on, and by it, I mean your noggin, of course, you've come to the right place. If you joined us in the live pre-show, you already booted up your brains a bit with a practice question, but if you're just now trickling in, I'm gonna go ahead and get us all on the same page with some handy dandy rules. Tonight's game is simple, even though the questions are not. You'll have 10 seconds to answer 10 questions each. When a new question appears, choose carefully, because once you tap, there's no going back. Make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi and you're holding your phone vertically. Your winnings will appear in your display bank account if and only if you're an active user in the app. Now, who's ready to actively use their mind power to win some dough? Calzin is, Fairy Dust is, Bruce 1988 is, Octopi 5 is. Yeah, I think we are. It's time for display trivia. Question 1. All of the following are synonyms for friend except pal, buddy, enemy. All of the following are synonyms for friend except pal, buddy, enemy. Now, I love me a cruise on a luxury yacht, but friendship, that's my favorite kind of boat. I know, cue the awws. What can I say? I'm a little bit of a sap. I'm no maple tree, but if you tap me the right way, oh yeah, syrup will come pouring out. You know, I should probably have that looked at, yeah. But so what? I get mushy about Friends. It's one of the best TV shows ever made. And friends are also the family you choose. It's pretty special. Pal and buddy might be nice names for your besties. No need for enemies round these parts. 91% of you are off to a great start. You made friends with question 1. Let's go to question 2. All of the following are safety instructions during a fire except stop, drop, stroll. All of the following are safety instructions during a fire except stop, drop, stroll. That's right. There's 3 things. Count them. 1, 2, 3 things you should do during a fire. No, they aren't rock, paper, scissors. Don't waste your time playing hand games. Get out of the burning building. I will say, though, that game has gotten me out of a lot of awkward situations. Social fires, if you will. Oh yeah, just use it on your loved ones to solve fights. I guess I did talk about you inappropriately behind your back, but after all, rocks beats scissors, so I hope you're never in a fire. But if you are, please remember to stop, drop, and roll. Strolling is an obnoxious way to walk anyway. Don't ever stroll, especially not in a fire. 90% of you not putting out any fires here. You nailed it. We're moving on to question 3. The actress born in 1989 who shares her first name with a type of cheese has starred in all of the following movies except Captain Marvel, Room, I, Tonya. The actress born in 1989 who shares her first name with a type of cheese has starred in all of the following movies except Captain Marvel, Room, I, Tonya. Okay, now we're speaking my language. Movies and cheese? 2 of my favorite topics. You know how sommeliers are trained to pair wine with cheese? I'm kind of like a movie sommelier in that I can match the right cheese to the exact right film. Let me show you. Casablanca, Gruyere. Sound of Music, Swiss. Shawshank Redemption, Blue. I mean, there's really no technique. You just gotta go with your gut. So what? It's a weird talent. At least I'm making something of myself, Dad. This actress, of course, is Baked Brie Larson. And the only movie on this list where she didn't show was I, Tonya. 70% of you got that. Bravo. Question 4. Ornithology is an area of study that deals with which of the following species? Peregrine falcon, black swallowtail, savanna monitor. Ornithology is an area of study that deals with which of the following species? Peregrine falcon, black swallowtail, savanna monitor. Which one does it deal with? I don't know a ton about science, but I do know if the word ends in ology, it's usually the study of something. The study of ologies? Well, that's ology, probably. Wow, did I just become a scholar? It would appear that I did. I might want to be careful. I don't want to just start rambling off facts. E equals mc squared. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. What have I become? What if no one recognizes me because of how smart I've gotten? Will the intelligence obscure my beauty? I give it back. I give it all back. Whew. Okay, glad that's over. Ornithology is the study of birds, and if you selected peregrine falcon, you are soaring into the next question. 84% of you, bravo. Question 5. Select the international border that has been redrawn in recent years due to melting glaciers. Switzerland, Austria, Italy, Switzerland, Austria, Germany. Select the international border that has been redrawn in recent years due to melting glaciers. Switzerland, Austria. Italy, Switzerland. Austria, Germany. Having to redistribute is so difficult. I hope this is going better than that time in college my roommate drew a line down the middle of the room and said I couldn't come into or touch anything on her side. A lot of uncooked cup of noodles that year, a lot. Also, the door was on her side. I mean, I probably should have called the RA and reported her, but alas, my phone was charging on her wall when the lines were drawn. Anyway, what I'm saying is I basically understand perfectly what Italy and Switzerland are going through. As glaciers in the Alps recede, the borders between these two countries is finding itself. Kind of like that college roommate. God, I hope she got help. 81% of you don't need any help. Let's do it. Q6. All of the following are gifts purchased by the characters in O. Henry's 1905 short story, except a locket, a watch chain, tortoiseshell combs. All of the following are gifts purchased by the characters in O. Henry's 1905 short story, except a locket, a watch chain, tortoiseshell combs. You guys, it is the week after Christmas. If you haven't gotten gifts yet, I hate to break it to you, but you're a little late to the party. Of course, this year it's going to be easier to send a late gift and just blame it on supply chain issues. In fact, I'm blaming everything on that this year. Didn't make a deadline at work? Supply chain issues. Hurt my best friend's feelings by posting an unflattering picture online? Supply chain issues. Forged my dad's signature on paperwork to get a loan I can't afford? Say it with me. Supply chain issues. But in this short story, the gift of the Magi, right? The gifts purchased are a watch chain and a tortoiseshell comb. Yes, 74% of you knew. No locket. Q7. The first U.S. cable car was located in a city where which company is currently headquartered? Condé Nast, Wells Fargo, Crate and Barrel. The first U.S. cable car was located in a city where which company is currently headquartered? Condé Nast, Wells Fargo, Crate and Barrel. You don't see too many cable cars anymore, and that is just a shame. By that same token, I also miss seeing horse-drawn carriages in the streets. When are those going to make a comeback? Also, hordes of women doing laundry in a nearby stream? What about large groups gathered at the sides of boats to wave goodbye like it's a social event of the year? If we're going to bring back trends like grandpa sneakers, then these turn-of-the-century trends deserve a fighting chance too, no? The first cable cars in the United States were located in the city by the Bay, San Francisco, current home to HQ for Wells Fargo's banking empire. 83% of you. Let's do Q8. Which of the following animals is incorrectly matched to the name of its collective noun? Alligator's congregation, giraffe's tower, owl's judiciary. Which of the following animals is incorrectly matched to the name of its collective noun? Alligator's congregation, giraffe's tower, owl's judiciary. If you tuned into the pre-show, you know this one. But in case you don't know, a noun is a person, place, or thing. That means a collective noun is people's, places, and things, all in a group, like a pack of dogs, or a herd of antelope, or a six-pack of soda. Think of collective nouns as buying in bulk from Costco. You're never getting just one. You're always getting more than what you bargained for. Did I really just buy enough shampoo to last 3 years? You bet, baby, you bet. I never thought of alligators as particularly spiritual, but when together, they form a congregation. Giraffes unite to make a tower, but owls form a parliament. Hey, who put them in charge? 83% of you. Did you know it or did you just tune into the pre-show? Let's do Q9. The etymology of the word for a single-seed fruit from southern Mexico comes from an Aztec word related to what? Human reproductive anatomy, the verb to swell, a description of its roots. The etymology of the word for a single-seed fruit comes from southern Mexico, comes from an Aztec word related to what? Human reproductive anatomy, the verb to swell, a description of its roots. The Aztec civilization might have come to an end, but our use of this word certainly has not, especially if you're ordering brunch at a cafe in Brooklyn. This word is going to come up. In fact, I think use of this word has probably hit an all-time high because it's a fruit that people are putting in everything, especially raw vegans. Wow, those raw vegans are inventive. They're finding ways to substitute avocado for everything from Alfredo sauce to chocolate mousse. Is it a dark magic? Probably. But the word avocado originally comes from the Aztec for, well, to put it scientifically, testicle. Will you ever unsee it? Yeah, no, me neither. 72% of you got that. And it's time for the final question. Question 10. Which organism naturally produces the simplest carboxylic acid as a means of defense? Ferret, ant, viper. Which organism naturally produces the simplest carboxylic acid as a means of defense? Ferret, ant, viper. I don't produce acid as a means of defense, but I'm starting to think that maybe I should. Is everyone else doing this? Is this yet another trend that I missed out on? Ugh, after the mannequin challenge, I said never again. This is why you gotta stay on top of things, Sarah. No, but actually, I think it's so cool that some animals can produce chemicals as a means of defense. I think the best that I can do is my morning breath. All right, it's not so bad. Have no bad guys on our tail. The animal that produces the simplest carboxylic acid, which is formic acid, is the ant and some bumblebees. 87% of you got that. Well, well, well. I hope that last question didn't bug you too much. If you got it wrong, just swat all that bad energy away, right? You can come again tomorrow and play again. We do this every weeknight. Friends, you came, you played, you slayed, you displayed your knowledge, and you are gonna get paid. And even if you didn't, I'm still proud. Showing up is half the battle. The other half is getting all the answers right, but we don't need to get into that right now. Friends, who won? Natural Browning got a 6 out of 10. Facts Guru got a 10. Booth 31 Gaming, I don't know how you fell asleep. I mean, unless it's like 4 a.m. where you're at, in which case, you know, I give you props for trying to stay up to trivia. I am fascinating. I am hilarious. And the stuff that I am offering here is nothing to fall asleep to, friend. Abai, yes, it was Abai's birthday yesterday, and we wished him a happy birthday. VTC got a 5 out of 10. Lucy got a 3. Oh, no. You know what, guys? It doesn't matter if you got anything right, or if you just showed up. Like I said, that's the fun, right? It's fun to show up and learn something. I mean, I learn something every single night I do this. China Thug, no, 9. So close. Who else? Super Reno 9 got a 9. A lot of people with a 9. What else? Tim Dozer got an 8. VTC, it's 5 a.m. Bravo for you should just get a consolation prize for staying up till 5 a.m. Fax Guru got a 10. Son of Shib, 9 out of 10. Jenny girl, that's the attitude I love. Jenny's recovering. Jenny's recovering. She doesn't even feel well, and she's here learning a bunch. I love it. Roxy Velma, 9 out of 10. Han Sanchez, we got an 8. Amazing job, everyone. And friends, don't forget, I know a lot of you said that yesterday you wanted to check out Evie Siskos' show, Connectate Explora. It's our travel show that we have every single Wednesday. So we're going to be replaying it right now. If you didn't get a chance to watch, tune in. It's in Spanglish. If you speak Spanglish, if you speak English, if you like travel content, if you want to see Evie and her husband and their cute son travel the world, definitely hang in. And of course, I will see you for another round of trivia and the pre-show tomorrow on display. I'll see you then. Bye.